What's up, internet? Welcome back to the channel, and I thought I would do a quick video on what exactly I packed, what I took. I just thought some people might be interested in what I packed for my road trip to California. I took a backpack. I've got this Saddlemen Deluxe Sport tail bag. It's quite large, holds a lot of stuff. And I've got this tank bag. And I brought this little chair, and the chair and my backpack were bungeed to the top of my Saddlemen tail bag. Now, initially I started out wearing the backpack, and when I got to the Pacific Coast Highway, I really was getting tired of it because it really limits your forward and backward movement, because the tail bag and the backpack would kind of bump against each other, and so you lost some movement there. And you know, riding a ZX10 for 3,000 miles, you want as much movement as you can. So about halfway up the Pacific Coast Highway, I found a place to stop. I pulled out my chair and I sat down and pulled the drone out and was flying the drone. And when I packed everything back up, I decided, you know, I'm gonna try and strap the backpack to the top of the tail bag with the bungee cords. And I did that, and I was very, very happy, and that's how I did the rest of the trip, which was another 4 days after that. 4 or 5 days, something like that. They all kind of just blur together after a while. So let's get started. Let's go through what I packed. We'll start with tank bag first. Start off with the area for phone. My phone doesn't fit in here, so I stuffed in my stickers, which, by the way, you can get these at monkeybuttrides.com. 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 Does that sound like a commercial? And spam cards. And I just tried to give these away as I ran into random people at gas stations. We'll just stick these on the ground. Gas stations, restaurants, wherever I was. In this pocket right here, I kept snacks, mostly gummy bears, but I also have these dark chocolate almonds, which at night turn into a dark chocolate almond bar, because all the melted chocolate during the day gets solid again, and it just becomes a big bar, an almond bar. And then during the day, it just becomes a hot mess again. Hairbrush. Clear visor. I did not use this, but I brought it just in case something happened during the day. The day ran long and I had to ride at night. But that didn't happen, didn't need it. But I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Mask, because I went to California and it's coronavirus. It's getting crazy. Bug spray. I was gonna do one night of camping, and so I thought I better take some bug spray. Camping didn't work out, but we'll get to that later. Hand sanitizer. I actually use that quite a bit at gas pumps everywhere. Sunglasses. This is a cool little tripod. You can put your phone in here and you can twist this around. You can angle it different directions. It comes in handy. I use it. Tire pressure gauge. Advil. Starting to feel like a commercial for lots of things. Vistaprint, that's where I get my spam cards for my YouTube channel. I just brought extras in case I gave all the other ones away. Deodorant. Toothbrush. I don't know why it took me so long to realize what that was, but it did. Toothpaste. Have you ever read the back of Old Spice? These are funny. Next time you're in a store, grab one of these Old Spice things, these deodorant sticks, and read the back. Hilarious. Anytime I stop at a fast food joint, I grab extra napkins just because they're handy. They're handy to clean your visor, or you know, if you got a runny nose, whatever. Antibacterial wet wipes. Didn't use those because I had all the other stuff. SD cards for my cameras. A couple of tools. Fingernail cutters, because I hate long fingernails. It drives me nuts. This is another tripod. This came with my GoPro Hero 8 Black. And that's it. That's everything that was inside my tank bag. Inside my backpack, I basically just had my laptop and then clothes. Shirts, t-shirts, underwear, socks. And then in this top pocket area here, I've got some USB cables for my Hero 2. I've got extra mic hardware, basically like all my camera gear stuff. Extra batteries for the 2 and the 8, Hero 2 and Hero 8 that is. Yeah, just GoPro stuff in there. Okay, now for the big boy. This is a Saddleman Deluxe Sport Tail Bag. So I've got a blanket because I thought it would be cool to do at night camping. Little pillow. Some shoes, because who wants to wear riding boots all the time? Another blanket, pillow. My drone, DJI Mavic Mini. This drone is awesome. A tent, one person. Eureka tent. Listerine. Kill the coronavirus. This is a small piece of, I think, 1/2-inch plywood. And this was in case I needed to park my motorcycle anywhere where the ground wasn't super solid and stable. So I could put this underneath the kickstand. Tools. Simple Green. It's good stuff, man. WD-40. I actually started off with a can of chain lube. It wasn't full, it's probably 1/4 to half full, but I used it all. So on my way back, in a desperate attempt to keep my chain lubricated, I just grabbed some WD-40 at a gas station. And I used that for the last couple legs of my journey. This is one of those like tool belts. And, I felt like it was a good way to kind of keep all the tools together and organized instead of just throwing them into the bag. So I've got vice grips and pliers and wrenches. I got some T-handles, more wrenches. I've got Phillips head and flat tip screwdrivers, wire cutters. I got a stubby Phillips head. This is kind of useful. So I think that's about does it for the tools. It's just bare necessities. I mean, bottom line is, if you need more tools than this, then you probably have a problem that's bigger than what you're going to do on the side of the road to fix it. You probably have a call for help problem. This is super cool. This is an air compressor, battery operated, also doubles as a battery pack, so you can actually charge your phone or cameras off of this, but it's got a little nozzle, so if you get a flat and you plug your tire, you can use this to fill it with air. And I'm very happy to report that I did not need it. Extension cord, again, I thought it'd be cool to go camping. Not real camping, not like dry out in the middle of nowhere camping, but like at a campsite with power and hookups and all that. Probably not real camping for a lot of you out there. Zip ties, never leave home without it. This is, it's a beat up box that contains a Scotch Velcro system. It's really, really cool. I forget what the heck it is called, and I can't read the box anymore, but this is what I use to attach my battery pack on the side of my helmet. And it's super, super strong. It's like Velcro on steroids. It's good stuff. A couple extra bungee cords. Some more tools. 8 and 10 millimeter T-handles. I've got extra rope. This is essentially part of what I used to strap the tail bag to the motorcycle. And so I brought extra rope just in case. A little tiny baby purple bungee cord. This came with the tail bag. I believe it's a rain cover. Thankfully, I did not need that. This is a tire. This is a tire plug kit. It comes with CO2 cartridges, but I would much rather have the little mobile battery-powered air compressor. Toilet paper. This is Gorilla Tape, imported directly from Ireland. Some of you will get that joke, some of you will not. But no kidding, this is actually called Gorilla Tape, in case you've never seen it before, which would be weird. More zip ties. I think that's it. There's a pocket here in the front I did not use. There's a pocket here in the rear. That's where I put my AC adapter for my laptop. Receipts, I stored receipts in this side pocket right here. There's another side pocket over here. I think I put an extra bungee cord in there as well, but I think I might have used it. No, I still got another one. There's another bungee cord. There you go, man. There's all the crap I packed on my motorcycle. You lay it all out like this, you probably would look at this on the floor. Like if you just walked into this garage and saw all of this, you'd be like, there's no way you're taking all of that on a ZX10. But it did. It worked out really well. I made sure to bring, you know, a lot of tools, and I worked on this for a long time. I started making a list of what I was gonna bring like 2+ months in advance. I'd been thinking about doing this trip for a while, and I almost didn't do it this year because of coronavirus. You know, it's gonna be coronavirus this year, possibly coronavirus next year. Who knows what's gonna happen with that? It's only getting worse right now in the United States. That's because we're a bunch of slackers. But I just started thinking, you know, I'm gonna keep coming up with excuses to not do it. I'm not ready. I'm waiting for that perfect storm, if you will, of, you know, the stars and the moon align, and now's the time to go. No, just don't do that. That's called wargaming. Don't wargame. I was wargaming, and I had told myself, well, you need to do some longer rides and build up to it. The longest ride that I have done up to this point was probably 5 hours. Basically, in the day 8 video, when I went through Breckenridge to Colorado Springs, that's like the longest ride. Like, so I rode from Colorado Springs to Breckenridge and back in just like a short day trip. Up until this ride, that was the longest ride I've ever done on that Ninja. I was telling myself, well, you need to go out and venture and do, you know, a longer day ride and then a 2-day ride, and then you'll be ready, right? Nah, man, just go do it. I mean, don't go do it blindly. You know, I planned a lot. I planned for a long time. Like I said, I was making my list of things to bring 2 or more months in advance. I've been making that list. I just kind of kept adding little things to it as time went by. I was like, oh yeah, I need this too. I need this too. And then I was like, the best thing that I did was I finally was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I started making hotel reservations for on my way out. I planned my route and I made hotel reservations for Flagstaff and Bakersfield, and then in the Bay Area in California. And then it was like, it was time to like shit or get off the pot, as they say, you know. It lights a fire underneath you. It's like 1 or 2 things are gonna happen, right? You're either gonna realize I really do want to do this, and now's the time. I've made reservations. Now, of course, you can always, you know, most hotels, especially now with coronavirus, they're being more lenient. You can always cancel your reservations. So 1 or 2 things are gonna happen, right? You're gonna realize that shit's about to go down, and I need to get my stuff straight. And then you go and do it, and you prep. And I ordered my tank bag, I ordered my tail bag, things that I didn't have that I needed, like the little battery-powered air compressor. I purchased that. I got all my shit together. I would totally do it again. I would probably upgrade my seat. Need a better seat. And I would do it again on my ZX10. Absolutely, 100%, no doubt. All right, guys. Hope this video was useful for somebody out there. If you got any questions, leave a comment down below. I will always answer every comment, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.